Well, good morning, Toby. Nice to see you again. Weekly update for everybody. The catalogue's been out for a week now, so how are things going?
It's been busy, Richard. We launched the catalogue just under a week ago, and we've had very good response. We monitor response, obviously, in terms of phone call inquiries, inquiries through the property portals. But what we really want to see are people registering and downloading the legal pack, because that's normally a sign of serious intent. And those numbers, we reckon, were about 50% up on where we were for the 2nd of April. So very encouraging. And it shows that there is demand, that people are still serious about investing in property, and they see property as perhaps a safer haven in what is an uncertain time.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I've been speaking to a number of people, and I think the view at the moment is there are some very, there's always smart buyers out there, but I think that as with any change in the marketplace or whatever, there's a lot of buyers out there at the moment who are looking at good quality stock, very well priced, and they're very happy to purchase at the moment. That confidence, it seems to be very much still there. I think one of the things about the online offering that we do, the online auction, just talk everybody through again the ease of registering to bid and how secure the system is.
Sure. I mean, just to recap on a point that you were talking about there, you and I have both worked through a number of peaks and troughs in the market, and I think we're long in the tooth enough not to call what's going to happen going forward. But the buyers that we deal with, what we call the canny investors, know that this is a buying opportunity, and they are very much to the fore at the moment. And those are the inquiries that we are seeing coming through. In terms of registering to bid, it's quite interesting, because one of the issues that we were concerned about with the online platform in April is people actually understanding how to use it, how to bid and how to register to bid. And there was a lot of hand-holding of people in April, and things were a little bit last minute. We were still registering people as the auction was going on to bid on lots later in the catalogue. Well, buyers have adapted, and we've already had registrations across the catalogue for people to bid, lodging their ID, registering, signing up to the terms of the auction, and doing all of that preparatory work with more than 2 weeks to go before the auction actually starts. So, you know, maybe that's because there's some very good stock in the catalogue, but it's also that people are now used to the way that we're operating. They've adapted to that, and they know that they can't bid without registering, and they're getting their ducks in a row very early.
Are there any specific lots that you know, we've all got our favourites in a catalogue when a catalogue comes out, but are there any lots that are garnering a little more interest than you expected, or any highlights at the moment?
So genuinely, there's interest across the catalogue in all of the lots, and we can see that with the legal pack downloads and people who have registered to bid. But the ground rents are very popular. They always are. There's a solid marketplace for ground rents, and we've got 3 or 4 in the catalogue that are very attractively priced, with a couple of leases that are sub 50 years remaining. So they will be sought after. Some of the residential properties, particularly in Bradford, have been busy, and we've got a couple of properties there that are very keenly priced, that are in good order. One of them is in good order, ready to move into. The other one is a refurbishment project. But that's a very active market at the moment, and we've been very encouraged by the response we've had there. And of course, the land that we're offering is always popular. We've got some very, very keen guide prices on land. There's land in Basingstoke with over 2 acres on one title, and a couple of plots within that title where we think there is potential, speculative potential for future development. That is, of course, subject to planning, but that's 2 acres of land guided at £6,000 to £8,000. So we expect that to be busy. And in Hartlepool, It's an unusual lot. We've got a lock-up garage that comes with 3/4 of an acre of land. That's got a guide price of just £3,000 to £4,000 on it. So when you're offering stock at those prices, clearly it creates an impact.
Okay, so we've closed the catalogue for the 21st of May. If anybody has got something they really need to move forward very quickly, would you still accept an entry for the 21st of May, or are you looking to take entries for the forthcoming auction in July?
We will accept entries if we can see that there's a complete legal pack available now, because buyers need to do their due diligence, and if we believe that the property is priced to sell. In terms of going forward, we're already accepting entries for the next online auction. So we're very happy to provide appraisals of properties anywhere in the country, and provide advice to sellers about the market, and what we see going forward, and how they should approach that, what their strategy should be for selling, whether they hold or trade now. And we've got years of experience that we're happy to share. So call us, email us, and we'd be happy to assist.
I think that is really interesting point, because auctioneers are the one sector of the marketplace where we are actually conducting business. It is transacting. Estate agents are doing everything that they can, virtual tours, obviously viewings can't take place at the moment, and people are saying, yes, I'd potentially like to buy a property subject to viewing at some point when they're able to do so in the future. But we're actually transacting business, and that is the real key, I think, to advising a client. Okay, this is what's happened recently. We can see a pattern there. We can see a trend there, and I think that that kind of advice at the moment is key to a client making a decision.
Yeah, quite so. And we've had to adapt. We got ourselves together very quickly, looked at the restrictions that we had with the lockdown. We will obviously only operate under the conditions set down by government. We take that very seriously. But by the same token, we are able to trade. We've got clients who want to trade, who need closure, and we're able to assist with that, and we'll continue to do so.
Okay. Well, there's going to be an interesting few days coming up. So we've got the bank holiday weekend to look forward to. There's going to be an announcement from government on Sunday with the hopeful first phase of, or the next phase of perhaps going forward in this situation that we're in at the moment. So update next week with more interest in the catalogue, hopefully, and also we can give people an update as to how our business will potentially look going forward. So we might be able to do that next week as well. Toby, as always, thank you for your time, and we'll speak in a week's time.
Cheers, Nicky. Good to see you.